Google Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL, the great new standard for Android. For the greater part of this writing concentrated on the contrasts between the two, there is such a great amount of partaking in the hardware of the Pixel 2 and 2 XL. When you move beyond the front and how the glass beats into the sides, things are as near indistinguishable as would be prudent. The aluminum outline feels thick and finely developed, with a finished covering that gives you significantly more grasp, though to the detriment of feeling somewhat less like metal than the 2016 Pixels, a trade-off I feel is beneficial. The glass embed at the highest point of the telephones is littler now and inset impeccably, yet now damaged by a little camera knock that influences the taller 2XL to wobble on the table a bit when you're tapping the screen. There isn't much else to say about the design of these phones, particularly when you have them both in black as I do. Like their predecessors, and even more so this time around, the Pixel 2 and 2 XL are monolithic, near featureless and quite basic in their overall hardware. They don't have the stunning curves, flashy polished metal or distinctive lines of many other phones out there. The best you get here are the offset colored power buttons on kinda blue Pixel 2 and black and white Pixel 2 XL. The hardware is clean, efficient and beautiful, but not flashy. Mercifully, Google has added IP67 water and dust resistance to the Pixel 2 and Pixel 2 XL, which is downright table stakes at this point, and some would argue it was last year. Whether directly related or not, this has also coincided with the loss of the headphone jack, which was something Google specifically mentioned as a benefit on the original Pixels. Ugh. Come on. It includes a USB-C to 3.5mm headphone adapter in the box, and sells extras in the Google Store for $20 $9, but frustratingly doesn't put USB-C headphones in the box. The industry is leaving the 3.5mm headphone jack behind, I get that, but I really wish Google didn't cheap out here, particularly on the $849 Pixel 2 XL. And chose to include some headphones considering how few people have USB-C headphones right now. Adding to the frustration is attempting to navigate the world of USB-C adapters and headphones. At this point there's no clear or consistent way to know if when you buy them that they'll actually work with your phone. For example, HTC's headphones don't work with the Pixel 2, but its headphone adapter does. And Motorola's adapter doesn't work with Google's phones at all. Pixel 2 and 2 XL software and experience. For the vast majority of people out there, the best Android experience comes directly from Google on a Pixel phone. If there's one thing we've seen play out consistently over the years, it's new high-end phones coming out with piles of bells and whistles to appeal to as many people as possible, only to eventually hurt the daily experience because of how they were saddled with all of the superfluous crap. Google's Pixel phones are the exact opposite, in having fewer features and options for customization. They offer a superior daily experience for almost every kind of smartphone user today. Loading up your Pixel 2 or 2 XL for the first time, you won't be greeted by a super long setup process, duplicate apps, extra account permissions or clunky backup and restore settings. Google's default apps are some of the best in the business, many of which you'd likely install on any Android phone, so for many people, they won't feel like they have to go hunting for anything from the Play Store from the start. As it turns out, Google has gotten really good at its user experience and interface design stuff. Everything just flows and makes sense. Android 8.0 Oreo has a lot of nice features that will be great for any Android user, but it's absolutely fantastic to see it all working as intended by its creators with no additional changes. That's not to say that the Pixel 2 and 2 XL give you the same type of empty, Spartan experience as old Nexus. Google has consistently added little features and changes to its software in the last year, but for the most part they are both simple and not invasive. Just look at the new feature that passively identifies any ambient music and displays it on your lock screen. That isn't something that gets in your way, but it's a neat bit of magic to see when you glance down at your phone on the table. The same goes for Google Assistant being available with a squeeze of the thumb, or being able to back up as many photos as you want in their original quality, for 3 years, to Google Photos. It's all of these small things that are both out of your way and hugely impactful to the overall experience of the phone when you add them up. And of course, Google's core competency of having guaranteed update windows for these phones is something that will always differentiate it. With the Pixel 2 and 2 XL, it has promised 3 years of platform and security updates, meaning if you buy one of these you just won't have to worry about having up-to-date software. That's important if you care about that sort of thing, but really important if you're someone who doesn't. The performance. This is what people who are in the know buy a Pixel for, the performance. And not just in terms of synthetic benchmarks, but in real-world live with this everyday speed that you just don't get in any other Android phone. With the new processor and another year of optimization, Google picks up right where it left off with last year's Pixels. Both of these phones are ridiculously fast, smooth and consistent in everything you do. It's something I've obviously come to expect from Google's own phones. But after using other phones that are fast but still have hiccups now and then, it's just so refreshing to have something this consistently good in your hands. The thing about speed like this is that you don't have to be a smartphone nerd to appreciate it. Everyday people who are used to their slightly old and stuttery phone will be blown away by the Pixel 2 and 2 XL. I figured this is as good a place as any to mention audio performance, namely, how both of these phones come with front-facing stereo speakers. I'm never going to say that the addition of stereo speakers is a fun trade-off for not having a headphone jack, but these speakers are really good. I put them right up next to the HTC U11s in terms of quality and volume, which means they both totally blow away the single speaker on phones like the Galaxy S8. The phones obviously aren't big enough for real stereo separation, but having audio coming right at you when watching video is far better than blowing out one end.